Hey guys, what's up? So today we're going to do the 6 Jad challenge, and I'm going to show you guys some strategies and techniques that I use when trying to take down 6 Jads at once. And this challenge is unlocked after you beat the Inferno. You can't do this before the Inferno. But once you do beat the Inferno, if you decide to go for this challenge, not only is it a combat task, but you also automatically unlock the Jad Transmog if you have the Jad pet. But you can see right here, I'm bringing max range. I'm bringing my best range gear, and you can bring whatever your best range gear is. And you're going to want to bring either some range pots or some bastion pots, a handful of prayer potion or super restore, and the rest either food or brew. And the reason you're not even going to use all these supplies. But the reason you bring them all is because if you fail, you can just jump right back into it. You don't have to go back to the bank every single time. But yeah, we're going to jump into it and we're going to focus on our timing and how we swap our prayers. And this challenge gets significantly way easier after that first Jad goes down. So once we jump in, we'll pre-pot up, which consists of just an angler and one of our range pots. And I like to attack the one on the left, and we hit it, and we're going to watch our time. So range, mage, hit. Range, hit. Right? And the timing kind of goes like that. You don't need a visual metronome. If an auditory metronome helps you keep that pace, it's nice. But you don't need that either. But what you want to do when I said hit, right? That's when we're going to target one of the healers. So here we go. Right? And we hit a healer. So range, hit a healer. Mage, range, hit Jad. Right? So you want to hit Jad or a healer. You want to choose a target after all 6 of them attack. You get a small lag window, a small 2-tick window, where you can actually target a new target, whether that be a healer or a Jad, or maybe that's when you decide you want to drink a potion or an angler. But the timing is very important, and that first Jad is the hardest of the challenge. And you really want to get that first Jad down as fast as possible, so make sure you're potted up. Make sure you got your range potion up. Make sure you got your augury on. And once that first Jad goes down, our window of attack, or our window of being able to swap to a new target, gets an entire tick longer. So it gets significantly easier after that first Jad goes down. And I like to go in a circle. And the reason I go in a circle is because my timing stays consistent throughout the whole fight. So here we go. Right? Let's watch this timing as we kill the 5th Jad. Range, mage, hit. Mage, hit. Right? So if we can get that timing down for the first Jad and we go in a circle, even though it's more of a fast-paced battle throughout the entirety of the fight, our timing stays consistent, which is really nice. Now, notice what I did right there with the healers, right? I had multiple healers on me, and I did that little zigzag. And I did that zigzag during my little opening between when the 5th Jad attacks and before his cycle resets back to that 4th Jad. So if you have multiple healers on you, you can do a zigzag to either the north or the south. And we're going to see more opportunities to be able to do that zigzag. But the reason we do that is to get those healers off us, right? Because they do a significant amount of chip damage. And once you can get that second Jad down, you're in the home stretch. At this point, like, the hardest part is way behind you. And we can just focus on these last 4 Jads. And the timing will stay the same. So here we go. Mage, range, hit a healer. Mage, range, hit a healer. Right? And it gets a lot easier because that window of opportunity for us to switch targets or take an action or anything like that, it gets significantly opened every Jad that we kill. Right? We add an extra tick to our window of opportunity. So I have 3 healers on me right now, right? So I can do a little zigzag. and I did a zigzag to the south. Like I said, you really want to go to the north or south, and you do not want to pass through one of those healers. Never pass through the healer. Otherwise, they kind of, I don't know, it's not really a bug, it's a feature, but they'll be able to like walk on top of each other, and then you're stuck with at least two of the healers hitting you the whole time. So don't pass through the healer. Make sure you do a little zigzag. And once that fourth Jad goes down, we've done this before, guys. We've already killed triples. The timing is a little different here because of the way we've been taking down the Jads, but at least we get to stay consistent with our timing. So keep your health up. Don't take it for granted just because we're reaching the end. Keep that health high just in case you make a mistake, right? Because if you make a mistake, these Jads, they can hit over 100 damage, but they're not going to one-shot you from 120 health, right? And I think we can see here I am going to take a hit. I do end up making a mistake, but that's why it's important to keep that angler up, right? Stay anglered up. Don't get cocky. Don't think just because those first two or three Jads are down that it's absolutely free, right? Because mistakes can and do happen. And we have a couple of these healers on us, so instead of doing a zigzag, because they're like this, we can take one step to the north, right? So if you have multiple healers on you, you can either do a zigzag to the north or south, or just take one single step to the north or south, as long as you don't pass through one of the healers, right? But at this point, we just want to get these last few Jads down. If you do take a little bit of chip damage, you can heal yourself up. We can see I'm at 88 health right now, so we'll eat that extra angler. Keep that health high. We don't want to risk getting a one-shot, right? And the higher our health is, the better chance we have of avoiding a potential one-shot situation. They could still hit us for an 80 or a 90 or something like that, but the higher our health is, the better chance we have of avoiding a pure one-shot and having to reset this fight, especially because the hardest part is already behind us, and we want to finish this up. So here we go. That third Jad is down, and we only have two Jads left. And at this point, we can look at them, and it's just 1, 2. Right? So here we go. Range, range. Right? And we have a huge opportunity window. So mage, mage. Right? And because our timing stayed consistent throughout the entire fight, once you get that initial timing down with those first 6 Jads, it gets a lot easier because our timing will stay the same throughout the entire fight. And there we go. We did chance a hit. We took that 39, but this is why we're going to keep our health high. This is why it's never worth getting cocky, even when you're at the very end, because mistakes can and do happen. So we see right here, we have a couple healers on us, so we'll do a little zigzag, boom, right? And just get right back on our Jad. We have all the healers on us. We just need to take these guys down, stay calm. You know, if you can beat the Inferno, you can definitely do 6 Jad challenge. It's another extra, it's another extra gimmick fight, right? Fighting 6 Jads at once isn't necessarily an easy task, and it'll take a little practice to get that timing down. But once you get that timing down, I like to go in that circle. That circle keeps me consistent. That circle keeps my timing consistent throughout the whole fight. And when we're down to that final Jad, we've already done this a dozen times in the past, right, guys? It's just one Jad left. So don't lose your cool. If you're worried about the pressure getting on, if your hands are sweaty, why not just angler up? Get that health high, get that prayer high, and just take it nice and easy. It would be a real shame to accidentally mess up and get those Jad hands on the final Jad of the fight. But yeah, at this point, you're basically free, guys. This is the home stretch. So I hope you learned a lot. I hope you enjoyed the commentary, maybe learned how that timing works. And if you've been hanging around the channel for a little while, guys, throw me that like, throw me that sub. We're getting really close to 10,000 subs. And good luck on your 10 Jad, on your 6 Jad challenge, guys. It's a fun fight. It's not necessarily a moneymaker or anything. I think you do get like 14 or 15,000 tackle when you beat this, but it's not about that. It's about the combat achievement. It's about getting that Jad Pet Transmog, and there's actually a second 6 Jad achievement that you can do where you have to beat the 5 Jad challenge and the 6 Jad challenge back to back, and that one's a little harder because you got to do it deathless back to back, right? But like I said, I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed the video. Good luck on your 6 Jad challenge. Good luck getting your transmog. Good luck getting your combat achievements. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have fun. Peace, boys.